the friend I never noticed. I'm Rose, and for as long as I can remember, I've always been the friend on the sidelines. I had a group of friends since high school, but I always felt like the extra piece, the one who was there but not really needed. If they had to leave someone out, it was me. If they made plans, and there was no space for one more, I was the one who got the, "Oh, we didn't think you'd mind" excuse. I told myself it was just in my head. Maybe I wasn't making enough effort. Maybe I was just too sensitive. So I stayed. I laughed along with them, shared their joys, and swallowed my own loneliness. Years passed, and life took me to a different country. A fresh start, I thought. A chance to find my people. And for a while, it felt that way. I found a new group of friends, and for the first time, I thought I belonged. We went out together, had deep conversations, and built what I thought was a real bond. Then one day I found out they had a group chat without me. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't a chat for something specific where I wasn't involved. It was a whole conversation space for everyone except me. But what stung the most was that they had included my husband. I stared at the screen, my heart sinking. It was happening again. That familiar, hollow feeling of being unwanted, unseen. I didn't ask them about it. What was the point? I knew how it would go. They'd either brush it off, say it was nothing, or maybe even get annoyed that I brought it up. So, I did what I always did. I stepped back. At first, it was just little things. I started declining invites, responding less in conversations. I convinced myself it was for the best, that if I left first, they couldn't hurt me anymore. But even though I told myself it didn't matter, the loneliness settled in deep. Days turned into weeks. I sat in coffee shops alone, scrolled through social media, seeing them together, and wondered if maybe something was wrong with me. Maybe I just wasn't the kind of person people truly wanted around. Then, something surprising happened. One person still reached out. Her name was Maya. She wasn't the loudest in the group, nor the one who dominated conversations. She was quiet but kind, always the one who noticed when someone wasn't okay. At first, her messages were casual. "Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing okay. Missed you at brunch today. Everything all right?" I ignored them at first, afraid that if I let her in, she'd disappear too. But she didn't. One afternoon, she invited me for coffee. It was just the two of us. No big group, no forced small talk. And for the first time in a while, I didn't feel like I had to pretend. "I hope you don't mind me saying this," she started, stirring her drink, "but I noticed you've been pulling away." I hesitated. "It's just, I guess I don't fit in." Maya was quiet for a moment, then smiled softly. "I know that feeling." I looked at her, surprised. She was part of the group. She had been included in that chat. How could she understand? She sighed. "I've been there before. It's hard when you realize some friendships aren't what you thought they were. But maybe you're looking at the wrong people." Her words stuck with me. All this time, I had been chasing after groups. After belonging in a crowd when the real connection I needed was right in front of me. Maya saw me even when I didn't see myself. That day I learned something important. Sometimes, being left out doesn't mean we're unwanted. It just means we were looking in the wrong place. And maybe, just maybe, we were meant to find someone else, someone who sees us for who we really are.